What up, Hyperchange? Welcome to another episode. I got a confession to make. I love the Ford Lightning. That's right, Ford's new all-electric pickup truck. I think it is amazing. I'm a huge fan of what it represents and how it is just a microcosm of the entire tidal wave of change that Tesla's ushered into the EV industry. And I know I made a lot of videos about, the Cybertruck. Every other EV or, electric vehicle company that comes out, I pretty much hate on them and say like, oh my God, they're not Tesla. The specs are worse. They don't have autopilot. This is never going to do well. And part of the business analyst me does believe that it's going to be really difficult for legacy automotive companies to reinvent their business model, cannibalize their highest margin product, come out with an electric offering that they're pushing, that they're getting behind to sell their customers to actually change the industry. Is that actually going to happen? And that is what we've seen Ford do. The F-150, the F-Series pickup truck, which sells almost 1 million units per year. It's the cash cow of Ford. It's the iconic truck of America. And to see Ford electrify that, go all in, have the CEO tweet about it, be hyping up their pre-orders, paying a ton of money to put ads on YouTube videos to hype up the Ford Lightning. Like, I don't know. I think that's actually an amazing thing. And I came to this realization because I put out my Ford Cybertruck video and everyone's like, oh, Gal, you're too harsh. The Ford Lightning's awesome. It's, you got to be rooting for all EVs, not just Tesla. And I'm like, you know what? You're actually really right. Like, if we're all about transitioning the world to sustainable energy, we need every company to go electric. And it's amazing to see Ford doing it. This is going to make the battery supply chain better. This is going to force other truck companies to do it. This is going to make the Ford customers be like, wait, maybe electric is a good thing because it's not just Tesla, it is Ford. Like, this is exactly what the entire plan of Elon Musk and Tesla is. Like, we can't do this by ourselves. We need to convince the industry to transition to all electric, and that is exactly what's going on with this entire Ford announcement. And so I'm actually a huge fan, and although I'm personally got a Cybertruck on order, and I'm obviously going to be whipping around in my Cybertruck, I love what the Ford F-150 represents. And I actually came to this realization as well because I've been visiting family on the East Coast, and I rented a Ford Edge because I had to drive. I know, disaster. I didn't have a slaw, no autopilot. I mean, oh my God. But it actually wasn't that bad. Like, yeah, I'm burning fossil fuels. The worst thing about having a car that doesn't have autopilot or auto drive, I guess, that I wasn't using, is I had to like put my foot on the pedal and then like my back kind of hurts because my foot's in this like weird position the whole time. But other than that, I was like, the car's fine, it works. And I was like, you know what, the electric F-150, maybe it's not gonna have the greatest range. Maybe it won't be quite as fast as Cybertruck. Probably won't look as dope, but is it gonna be a great car? Is it gonna be something that actually works? Is it gonna be a huge step forward for the industry? Is it gonna potentially be a game changer for Ford? Is it their only hope? Was this the Hail Mary they needed to potentially save the brand and have a foot in the future of the industry? Yes, this is exactly what they needed to do. And for a management team like Ford's to decide that we're gonna cannibalize our highest margin, most profitable product with a super low margin new technology product, we're behind on Tesla, like that's incredible guts from a board level decision that I wouldn't have expected an automotive company like Ford to make, but they did it because they know they have to bet the company on this. And I think that is super inspiring. And that is why I love what the electric F-150 represents. And I think it's a huge step forward for the industry. So I just wanted to say that, like, Ford's not that as bad as you think. And although I'm a Cybertruck fan, and I do think the Cybertruck will outsell the electric F-150, 3-to-1, 5-to-1, 6-to-1 when it's all said and done, that doesn't mean the electric F-150 can't be an awesome niche product for Ford that's profitable, that makes a ton of customers happy. So that is my review. I haven't driven the electric Ford Lightning yet, but I'd love to get my hands on it and try it. And I kind of want to make this video to just spread a little more good vibes into the EV atmosphere, because we should all be rooting for every EV company. I'm guilty of hating on stuff that's not Tesla because I'm biased, and I just want to throw this out there to be like, Ford, I love you. Get FSD and supercharging, and then, maybe, technically I do still think Ford will go bankrupt because they're not going to be able to solve the challenge of autonomy, which is the world's most difficult real-world autonomous, artificial intelligence problem. They just don't have the software wherewithal to do that. Tesla's going to do it, and it's going to be really hard to compete with the other tech companies doing it too. But I think Ford's chances of not going bankrupt increased with this Lightning. So that's good. Headed in the right direction, bro. Piece of innovation. I mean, is it going to be enough, though? How are you going to sell 1 million EV trucks with the same profit margins? You're just not. Anyway, when I think of the Ford and I see the Lightning, I see hope, I see optimism, I see the future of the industry, I see Elon's dream of transitioning the world to electric vehicles being cemented by legacy auto, now being sort of incepted to invest themselves in this technology, so Tesla's not going to have to do it alone. This is something we should all be super hyped about as citizens of the planet, as people who want to see this get us away from fossil fuels onto these new energy platforms. Like, amazing. The future's coming. The Ford Lightning's accelerating in it. Major props to Elon and Tesla for forcing that to happen. But I love what Ford's doing and wish them the best of luck. And if you're ordering if you've ordered a Ford Lightning and you have it on pre-order, or you actually want one, you think it's gonna be doper than Cybertruck, let me know why in the comments. Super curious.